Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so I'm doing a anniversary reveal gift from my husband in this video, and we also have a bit of a Farfetch haul and I'll get into it in a moment, but spoiler alert, I have an amazing discount code for Farfetch. But before I dive into today's video, if you are new to my channel and you love all things luxury, if you love fashion and all that jazz, and you aren't already subscribed to my channel, then I would love if you would hit that subscribe button below and also the bell so you can be notified when I upload new videos. I upload every weekend, and then I might do a surprise midweek upload as well. So the first portion of this video, like I said, is a Farfetch haul, and this has kindly been sponsored by Farfetch. I have collabed with them before. They are an amazing website. I have shopped on Farfetch before I even did any kind of collab with them. If you aren't familiar with Farfetch, pause this video, go and have a look at Farfetch and you will see what I'm talking about. Pretty much the first thing on their front page is going to tell you that they just have a gazillion luxury brands on offer in a multitude of sizes and that sort of thing. So if you're looking for something in particular, check out Farfetch. Okay, so we're going to start off with the items that I picked up from Balmain. Completely unrelated story, but if you aren't familiar with Australia, if you're not familiar with Sydney to be specific, we actually have a city called Balmain, and back when I used to live in Sydney, when we used to pass it, I'd be like, oh, don't take the Balmain exit, and my husband would be like, why are you saying Balmain? Because I think of Balmain, Paris, but it's actually Balmain. So if any Aussie ever mispronounces and says Balmain when we refer to like Balmain, Paris, oh my God, that is why. It's because we have a city called Balmain. But yes, I have an item here that I picked up from, I don't want to say it again. I already said the brand. It is a boxy style t-shirt. I picked this up in the size medium. However, as you'll notice, it is that, you know, cropped sort of boxy style. So the one advice that I can kind of give in regards to this t-shirt is that bear in mind, if you don't like something that looks kind of like oversized, you probably want to size down. So I think that I probably could go down to a small. A medium is my usual size, but it just does make it appear a little bit more boxy sort of thing, and I kind of prefer not exactly a slim fit. I like an oversized fit, but because it's cropped, I think I would kind of prefer like going that smaller size down. So if you aren't familiar with Farfetch, they do actually do free returns, so don't worry all too much. You know, if you've picked up the wrong size and you want to send it back and change it for another, it's no big deal whatsoever. They include return labels inside the package. I don't have the package in front of me right now, but yeah, basically you'll get return labels inside your package and the commercial invoice, so it makes it really easy to send it back. You just go on the Farfetch website and book a return, and then the courier will come to your house and pick up the item, and they will give you a full refund. You do have about 2 weeks though to send back your item. Yeah, no big deal. I can send it back and then I can order the size that I need. This is actually a really affordable t-shirt as well. It was like around about $350 Australian. They actually do all different currencies on their website as well. So if you're in the UK, if you're in the US, it'll come up in that pricing. Shipping is generally pretty much always a flat rate as well, no matter wherever you live. They have 2 options, like standard and express. So if you really want it really quickly, like super duper quickly, you can just pay for the express option. So if you're trying to buy something for an event and you need it quickly, then Farfetch, it will be your saving grace. So that's how the t-shirt looks. I do love the color. You know, as you can see it in my styling, I think it looks perfect with those kind of brown neutral tones. I love a monochrome sort of look. This t-shirt and everything that I show you will be linked down below in the description bar. Next item that I picked out from Balmain is in this box here. So I do like the packaging for this one. Oh, I forgot to mention as well, for my actual shirt, it actually came with like a dust bag, which was really cool. I thought that was, you know, a little bit of an extra touch to have a dust bag with it. The other thing that I should mention as well is that Farfetch actually brings you shopping from all these boutiques all around the world from the comfort of your house. You don't have to travel to Italy, you don't have to travel to France to be able to shop from them. You can buy it all through Farfetch, supporting these local boutiques and that great thing about that is because they have access to all these boutiques all around the world, that means that there's a lot more options in terms of stock, you know, designs, brands, and all that sort of thing. This one came in a neat little box, and that is because it's kind of like a maybe like an undergarment, I suppose, in a way. I picked out it's like a crop top sort of thing, like a tank kind of bralette kind of thing. Yep. This is kind of similar to the Celine kind of sports tank, but this is at a cheaper price point. This was again in that 300 Australian dollar price mark. I got this in a size 38 top. It's very, very, very stretchy, no doubt about it. It's a really lightweight kind of microfiber, so it's quite breathable. It doesn't feel like hot or anything like that, so this would definitely be great for like Queensland weather. Versatile item, so even though it kind of, you know, looks generally like a sports top, I think that you could style this in many, many, many ways to make it super versatile. But then I know that you could totally wear this during the day with high-waisted shorts, high-waisted jeans, that sort of thing. Like, and another way you could wear it is black flared pants and then a black blazer over the top, and then just have this, you know, like you'll be wearing this and the black blazer completely open with the high-waisted flare pants or high-waisted skinnies, whatever you prefer, or tailored suit pants, or you could wear it with like a colored sort of suit. And the other item that I picked up from Farfetch is actually a purchase that I haven't made in a long time, and that is an item from Chloe. Now this I was actually eyeing for quite a while, and I was kind of a bit like, oh, you know, would they kind of work out for my feet? I've got narrow feet, are they a wide fit, that sort of thing, would they be comfortable? And when I show you them, I mean, people love this sandal. This is such a popular sandal from Chloe, and I must say I am pretty darn impressed. Blew me away in terms of the quality of them. They've got the Chloe at the top there, and that's a leather. This base feels like it's not a rubber or anything. It feels really, really sturdy. It's definitely firm, so it's a very flat base. So if you have a flat foot, you're probably really gonna love these. I have a slightly arched foot, but I don't find them uncomfortable at all. This is a kind of like a canvas sort of thing, and then it's got the Chloe printed on, and the detail in this is just beautiful. Like, it doesn't feel cheap in any way. It's just, it actually like looks and feels like really high quality. And again, these are a really affordable kind of sandal as well. These were around about that 600 Australian dollar price point, but they're cheaper than like a lot of luxury brands with obvious branding, you know. They are a very, very good deal in my opinion. If you like your sandals to kind of, you know, be obvious that they are a luxury brand. The thing I can say definitely with this in terms of sizing, I am generally a 36. Sometimes I take a 35.5, so I do have very small feet, and I took these in a 36. I actually think that I could have went half a size up. I feel like it's the sort of shoe that you need to take half a size up. Look, you can probably see my son making a cameo in the background. But it's definitely very, very comfortable. I think that, you know, if you wanted to take your true size, just bear in mind, if you have the you know, if you have the patience, then you'll need to kind of break these in a bit so your feet can slide forward a little bit more. But this canvas wasn't uncomfortable by any means. So like I was saying at the beginning of the video, I do have an amazing discount code with Farfetch, which is one of the most that they've ever done, and it's actually 15% off. And the 15% off code is going to work on these brands that I mentioned, Balmain, Chloe, and a multitude of other brands as well. So the code to get 15% off is POF15. Is a massive, massive saving, especially on luxury. So I highly, highly recommend jump onto the Farfetch website and take advantage of this 15% off coupon code. They do have other brands as well. Like I said, there's a multitude of brands on the Farfetch website, and there's going to be a lot that you can actually apply this coupon code to. So they have Stella McCartney, Off-White, like I said, Balmain, Chloe, Rick Owens, Helmut Lang. They've got Jimmy Choo, Jacquemus, Golden Goose, like you name it. So many brands. They've also got Balenciaga as well. Speaking of Balenciaga, Balenciaga. They actually just released a new bag, and Farfetch has a multitude of the colors available in this bag, and then a couple of the different sizing. So if you are nostalgic to the Balenciaga motorcycle bag and you really liked that bag, they've released a new bag called the La Cagole. I don't know if that's how you say it, but I'll just leave the name on the screen. And that is a bag that you might want to check out if you really like the motorcycle bag. Farfetch has that bag on there, and many, many, many other beautiful luxury handbags. So take advantage of the coupon code if you are interested in adding a new piece to your collection, a new clothing item, new shoes, new bag, whatever it may be. POF15 is that 15% off coupon code. I don't know how long the code's gonna last for, so act sooner than later so you don't miss out on that big discount code. But yeah, that is it for the Farfetch items that I picked up. But the next part of this video is anniversary time. Marriage anniversary. I've been with my husband, actually, I've been with my husband now for 11, I think it's 11 years. Yeah, 2011 we met, it's now 2022. Yeah, I've been with him for 11 years, but we have been married for 6 years. So it is actually our 6-year wedding anniversary. So yeah, he surprised me with a bit of a shopping trip to Hermes. This is not the only bag I have. I actually have a couple other bags. So there's a little bit of a haul here. But I'm going to start off with the items that are in this bag. It wasn't just exclusively from the Hermes store that we got these items. There is actually an item here that I actually picked out that kind of isn't a part of the anniversary. Let me just tell you that. It's not a part of that, but I've just coupled it together because it's the only other item that I picked up myself other than the Farfetch items. And it was Hermes, so I've coupled it together. Anyways, these I actually got from Fashionphile. Now, these are technically a repurchase for me. I did own these before, but I got them before in the 35. Catch with these rubber sandals typically is that they don't do half sizes. So I had to buy the 35 before because I felt like, you know, they were a bit too big. But the downside to that is that 35 was a bit too small. You kind of walk around, your feet swell. And I found them ridiculously painful because of the fact that there was like no room for like my feet to kind of slide or anything like that. Now I went with my true size 36. So that's my kind of advice with these is that unless you're like already a half size, then yes, you could size down. But if you're not and you're typically a full size already, like all the time, then it's better to just get your true size with these sandals because otherwise they will butcher the crap out of your feet. So Fashionphile, if you are looking for these, I will link them down below because I think Fashionphile is probably one of the only places you can really get it from, or maybe Vestiaire Collective. So I'll also link options for Vestiaire Collective. This one was part of the items that I picked out for my 6-year anniversary. Thank you, husband. You're the best. Thank you very much. Definitely spoiled me. The next other items you're going to be super surprised with, but I'm super stoked that I got them. It's not a bag. We've already done a bag reveal on this channel not that long ago, so there is no bag for a little while. We are taking a good break from handbags, at least that's what I say now, but that's the intention, to take a bit of a break from handbags. 2 dust bags, bit of a no-brainer. You'll know what's inside. I picked out the classic, ever in demand, ever popular Hermes Oran sandals in Noir. So I already have Oran sandals because I'm a huge fan of their sandals. They are so comfortable, and also I have narrow feet, so these always are the best sandals for my style of foot. And to me, they always run true to size. I don't ever have to break them in. I find them ridiculously comfortable from the get-go. So the reason I went with Noir is a bit of a no-brainer, and it's because I got the Mini Kelly in Noir as well, or black. So I bought the Oran sandals to match with them, to go with them. I don't think that they were always done in like a full black. I think they might have like restyled them because my gold are in, like you can see the gold there, and then they've got the light, like kind of, you know, beigey tan, like beigey color there. I think this is actually new. Like this is a new design that they've done it in like more of a monochrome now, which I think is really cool. I like it. I like that it's in a monochrome. So yeah, A+. New design. I'm pretty sure it's a new design that they're now doing the monochrome, because I think before the black used to be like this with the beige on it here. The next two items, you know what? I'm just going to say I'm going to have to speed through this part, even though that these are the most epic items that I have ever pretty much gotten from Hermes, especially as a gift. Like I said, my husband picked these out for my for our anniversary. So pricing, I don't know 100% what the pricing is. I can kind of give you a bit of a guesstimate. The other item I have a better guesstimate of, because it was something that I was already looking at for quite a while. But this one was more of like a, kind of like I wanted one of these. Like I really had been needing something like this, but I hadn't really done a lot of research. And I just fell in love with it on the spot. Like I thought it was beautiful and I really liked the design. So if you know, you know. This is a fine jewelry piece, and you can tell because it's in that black box. And you're probably surprised, but you know what? I really wanted to get fine jewelry this year. You've seen on my wish list, I'm moving more towards getting some fine jewelry, because I know that I'll get great cost per wear in terms of fine jewelry. Whereas handbags, you know, there's only one of you, and you know, your lifestyle, I can't just always carry like an Hermes bag day to day. I have a child to pick up from school and a 2-year-old to look after. It is just not my lifestyle. So I was like, you know what? I really want to add some beautiful luxury fine jewelry to my collection this year, because I know I'm going to get a lot more use from it, especially if I pick up pieces that are in gold, so I can virtually live in them and just not take them off. So I went with this particular item, and I'll tell you why in a moment. I picked out, and can I just say, how beautiful is that boxing too? That's like a velvet inside, and it's got the Hermes on it. But anyways, back to the item. I kind of like shifted it away. I picked out this beautiful ex-libris, sorry, didn't research it, sorry, butchering it, necklace. So it's actually got like a toggle closure, which I find is actually pretty tricky, but that's a good thing, because that means that it's probably not going to come off of my neck. And then it's got a diamond here. I think it's only like 0.2 carat or something like that, I think. Whenever you get fine jewelry, you do get a certificate with it. Actually, sorry, the carats are 0.04, so it's 0.04 carat of diamond. I don't want to lose that certificate. Make sure we don't lose that. I'll keep that together. But let me just take this off so you can get a good look at it. So that's the diamond there. There's the beautiful engraving. Look at the detail on that. If it focuses in. It's just got amazing detail. It keeps wiggling around. Then it's got a little like circle bit here, but that's nothing. It doesn't have anything on it. I think it's just for the design. And the length of it is like not too short, not like choker style or anything like that, but it's not too long. So it sits at a really good spot. It's just there. This was something I wasn't kind of like planning on, because I always sort of thought that I was going to get a VCA Van Cleef & Arpels necklace. But what made me kind of deter away and actually consider to look at the Hermes fine jewelry for necklaces is that with the VCA necklace, I wouldn't be able to get like a mother of pearl or a malachite one and then be able to wear it in the shower. I'd have to take it off all the time. And for my first piece, I just wanted something that was really carefree, that I could just wear all the time. I didn't have to worry about taking it off like any time. Like I could just live in it. I wanted something that was going to give me really, really, really good value for money. And I felt that this necklace was going to offer me what I was looking for. So it's got that ex-libris, whatever you say, on there, which is quintessential Hermes. You know, it's the plaque that's on the floor when you go to, you know, FSH. It's the plaque that's on the floor that I think is even at any of their sort of like Maison stores. It's just a quintessential Hermes recognizable piece, that ex-libris, whatever. So that was my other thinking, is that I wanted something that, you know, the first necklace that I get that's fine jewelry that I want to kind of live in and wear all the time, I wanted something that was going to be kind of obvious that it was a luxury piece. And I felt that this definitely fit the bill for that. Like, I think that if you were like able to see it, you know, close up or whatever, you would know that that was an Hermes item because of that, you know, that iconic sort of design. Sort of like a bit like with Van Cleef & Arpels, it's the same sort of thing. Like, you would know that's a Van Cleef & Arpels item. But I just didn't want to have that fuss of taking off my necklace for the showers and that sort of thing. I don't know the price point on this, but I remember I was eyeing the smaller version of this necklace before, and I think that was around about $3,000. There is a really big one, which has got like the big massive coin, and it's a big one, and it drops down. And I remember eyeing that before, but that was like almost 10,000, and I was like, no. I assume it's somewhere in the middle there between those two price points. So this is called, I think it's a small model. But yes, my first Hermes fine jewelry piece. I'm so stoked with it. I'm so happy that I have it, and I love the length of it. I love the style. It is totally me. It is just my vibe. It's probably more my vibe than even like a Van Cleef & Arpels necklace would be, because the Van Cleef & Arpels necklaces are just look a little bit more girly sort of thing. I am still considering though a VCA necklace. I am still considering it. Maybe just down the road later when I've added more fine jewelry to my collection, because it'll be a piece that I'll have to like change out, that sort of thing. The next item, this is the other item that I picked out from Hermes, and this was something that, as you notice, it's actually in a separate bag, because I actually made this purchase at a different time with the hubby, because it was something that I had been thinking of for a while to get, and I couldn't get it off my mind. And I was like, you know what, I really want it. He's like, we'll just get it towards your anniversary present, and maybe you can skip Mother's Day. So obviously we know we'll celebrate Mother's Day, but there'll be no gift. There will be no gift on Mother's Day. This is it. We went a bit ham for the anniversary gifting. I did, of course, get something for hubby, but he's not, you know, he's not big on luxury, so it's probably best. But yeah, I picked out another fine jewelry piece. Okay, and again, the same kind of thing on the top there. All right, I picked out, and I've been thinking about this forever. I remember I wanted this in the bracelet before, but since their latest price increase, the bracelet's now like, it used to be like 7,000, the H donk. This is a H donk ring, donk, H donk. Yeah, so they have a bracelet of this as well that I was thinking about for so long, but it went from like 7,000 up to 9,000, and I was like, no. I am not doing that price because it's only got a little H in it. I would rather add more money and get a more like significantly obvious Hermes bracelet, like the Kelly bracelet or the Collier de Chêne. I feel like that's like better value then, because this H donk is very small, and that's all it is on the bracelet too, is it's just that. So yeah, I was thinking about the bracelet, and I always liked the ring as well, but I thought I would always go the bracelet. But then with the price increase, I was like, no. So then I was like, you know what? I love the H donk. I think the ring is better value. So this one, I do know the price point because I had been looking at it for quite a while. I don't know if it went up in the last increase, but it's around about like $3,000 Australian, just a little bit above. But yeah, I think, in my opinion, for fine jewelry, it is still a pretty good price because it actually does have a lot of diamonds on it. So I cannot wait to wear this. Let me find the certificate, and that way I can tell you the diamonds. So it has 27 diamonds in it, and the carats are 0.07. So even though the diamonds are smaller than on the necklace, to me, I think that this is actually a really good value, you know, for luxury. We're not talking about if you just go to a jeweler and buy diamonds. We know that that's probably better value. But for a luxury fine jewelry piece, I actually think that this is really good value just because of the amount of diamonds that it actually has in there. I got this to kind of wear either on the middle finger. I'm not going to flip you off, so we're going to put it like that. Or I'm going to wear it on this finger, my pointer finger. Or I think I can kind of get away with wearing it on my thumb, on my left thumb only. It's going to be a bit hard to get that off now. So yeah, I could wear it on my left thumb as well. So this is going to be a pretty versatile sizing for me. It's in the size 54. I do have small hands, but I can give you one tip. So if you are looking at rings, like Hermes fine jewelry, whatever it may be, wherever you're looking at fine jewelry, I noticed that if it's a thick band like this, then you generally need to take like either a size up or your true size. But if it's a thin narrow band, then I typically usually need to go down a size because the thin narrow band doesn't grab as much of like your finger fat, if you know what I mean. So I needed a 54 in this, but if I were to get like a thin band, because I've tried on some other thin band rings, then I would need a 53 or even, yeah, like a 53, maybe even a 52. But yeah, that's something that I wanted to let you know, is that, you know, your sizing may differ depending on the thickness of the band. If it's thin, you might need a smaller size. If it's thick, you might need a bigger size, that sort of thing. But I am super, super, super stoked with all the items that I picked up. That Farfetch discount code is amazing. That 15% off. Take advantage of it while it's there, because typically they don't usually do 15% off. Usually it's only 10% off. So this is a very, very, very rare opportunity, and it does work on a lot of the brands that Farfetch offers. And then also, like I said, you know, the free returns, it's amazing. So if, you know, you go wrong, then you've got that, you know, opportunity to return it. And there's no questions asked. But yeah, super happy with the items. Thank you to my husband. Love him so, so, so much. He is totally my soulmate. I just know that I don't know, like, it's kind of like, this is kind of like, you know, a bit romantic and fuzzy and that sort of thing, which is not usually my thing. But like, I just sometimes like randomly would just think to myself how lucky I am that I met my soulmate, and especially the circumstances that we met was kind of funny. Like, we met at through my best friend, actually it's our best friend, who lives in Queensland. He introduced us. Coincidentally, didn't mean to. He pretty much just brought my husband along to like a festival that we were going to together on New Year's, because my friend had come back from New Zealand, and yeah, I was meeting up with my best friend, the one I'm referring to, introduced us, and I was like, you know, I'm going to take you out to New Year's Day festival because I haven't seen you in years. You know, you'd be he was my childhood friend since he was 4, I was 5. So he's essentially my brother. Like, I call him like my brother. And he introduced my husband and I, because he's like, oh, you know, can you come along so we don't look like losers? Because it was me and my best mate. We didn't want to just be like the two of us, like going to a festival like weirdos. And he brought along, you know, my now husband and his brother. And they came with us, and that's how I met my husband. Like, at the time, I was totally off men, like, because I had my heart broken by my ex. So I was like, I'm not into men. I'm just so not into them. So we went there, we had fun, you know, he made me laugh. My hubby made me laugh so much. And then he just like, he kept persisting, like after weeks and weeks, like, you know, to take me out on a date, you know, buy me flowers. And he was just showing me that, you know, I can give love another go. Like, I don't have to shut my heart off forever. And I'm glad that he persisted and kept at it, because he won me over. And I was like, yes, let's go on a date. And then I called him my boyfriend, and then long story short, we're married, you know, been together for 11 years, 6 years later of marriage, 2 beautiful kids, and I couldn't be any happier. Like, yeah, I just could not see life any other way. So kind of warm and fuzzy romantic stuff that I don't usually do. I'm usually a bit of a tomboy. We don't do that sort of girly romantic stuff, but you know, it was the theme of it. It was anniversary gifts. Thank you so much, hubby. You're the best. And I'm so thrilled to finally have some Hermes fine jewelry in my collection, and there is more to come. I want to get some other fine jewelry pieces. So if you haven't watched my wishlist video, go ahead and watch it. I will link it down below. That's kind of the theme of this year, is moving a bit more into fine jewelry. And yeah, that is it. You know what? I'm going to address the elephant in the room. Yes, I bought Hermes fine jewelry. Yes, I picked it out. Yes, I am okay with buying. I've always loved the brand. I know the experience I went through was kind of crappy. I am going to talk about it in another video. I'm going to save it for that, because, you know, there is things that need to be said. But at the end of the day, it's the brand that I had loved for so long. And it's the brand that, I always appreciated more than just their handbags, than just the Birkin, the Kelly, the Constance. There was always more to the brand that I appreciated. And, you know, I think that that's really what ultimately has to come down to, is that I don't want to leave an experience that was relative to just that store. I'm now somewhere else, and both stores have been amazing to me. And no, I will not say where I shop, but both the stores I have shopped at. Okay, so I'm a customer of both stores, and I don't have a sales associate at either of the stores. I just buy whatever I want, because I'm not chasing a Birkin or a Kelly or a Constance. I'm not fussed for it. And I think that's the difference this time around, is that if I want a bag, I will just go and buy a bag in the resale market. I just did that with a mini Kelly. So I am not fussed. I just want to buy the items that I want to buy. And I think that the Hermes fine jewelry is beautiful. They have a massive amount of designs, and it's really architectural, as opposed to like being focused on like the stones or anything. I feel like it's quite architectural, which really kind of appeals to me, that artistic side. So yeah, enough said about that. I said I will touch on stuff about Hermes in another video, but I just wanted to address the elephant in the room, is that I'm just going to do whatever makes me happy. And if I'm happy to buy their fine jewelry, then that's it. That's my decision. Okay, that is it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Check down below in the description box for the coupon code details, and all the items that I have shown you will be linked down below. Pre-loved options will always be linked down below for these Hermes items, because if it's cheaper to buy pre-loved, then go ahead and do it. You know, this was the experience. This was a gift from the hubby, and that's why we wanted to go into the store and pick out the pieces that I wanted and try them on. But, you know, if it's cheaper to buy it pre-loved and you know you want something in particular, sorry, I've kicked the camera, then buy it wherever it's cheaper. All right, that is it. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.